Oh, happy birthday! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes. Cheers, y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Cheers, y'all. Early. Is this an yo GameStop? Was this an early birthday gift from y'all? You know, the early birthday gift of early earnings announcements and an offering. I guess. Cheers. I guess. You wrap it up in a gift or some shit. Oh, thank you, chat. All right. Yo, I can't. Oh, that's very. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, that's very nice of you.
What's up, everybody? This is Echo Chamber. Happy birthday, Roaring Kitty.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
The only cat one I could find.
Happy birthday.
Cupcakes. Dreamers. Pinata. Balloons.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Pretty obnoxious,
It's
actually.
your birthday. Happy birthday.
All right. That was fun, I guess. I don't know. There's another one of there's some AI ones too. What's up? This is Echo Chamber. I got Reese Politics with me right now. How's it going, Reese?
What's up, Fitzy? Not much. Happy birthday to the cat. Can't wait to unpack what's going on. eBay, Form 425, almost at 10% ownership. But good to be back with you. It's been a little bit.
It has been a little bit. Let me get my share screen started. Something went bad here. It's been a little bit, like about a month or so. There we go. I got the screen up. No, more than a month, like probably about 3 or 4 months. So yeah, you've been good though. I noticed. Well, I've been trying to pay attention to your X, but you got like subscription going on too. How's that going for you?
We're rocking and rolling. Everything's been good, man. I mean, it's just kind of Groundhog Day with GME price action. It's funny though, like the only thing that's different now is that the company's in a like 5 to 10x better value proposition than it was this time last year, and when the cat was back in May and April of 2024. So yeah, I mean everything's good. Just the stock price kind of stuck in the mud, which, as you know, it's not really breaking news.
No, no, it's been rough. Even the news that we got last week didn't do much. Gave us like a little 13% move, but we sold off pretty much the rest of the way. So it is noon on Monday, so we are live. This is going to be part of the podcast episode. I think it's episode 82. We did a Q1 earnings recap last night. I went over that with Bartuk. It was pretty awesome. What do you think about the earnings, man? How are you feeling?
I mean, it was a great surprise, and I thought the top line numbers looked excellent. Obviously, I'm excited to see the 10Q. I think we're going to get that. I think there's like 10 or 11 days between when they do a surprise drop in that. So excited to comb through that too, see if there's anything we kind of glossed over or missed from what GME put on the investor relations site. But I thought it was really good. The collectibles growth is highly intriguing in that the revenue, I think, was, I'll be honest. I think earnings per share and being profitable is no longer a surprise because it's been 7 quarters in a row. And when you're collecting covered call premium and you're generating 4 to 5% roughly in a money market, you're going to be profitable. But the revenue being a nice surprise, almost net north of $100 million. I mean, it's incredible. And thanks to collectibles. So I'm really intrigued to see if that keeps growing. And I'm just really impressed overall by what Ryan Cohen has done. I know we're here to, it's Roaring Kitty's birthday day, this, that, and the other, but it's really Ryan Cohen that deserves the credit here.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. We haven't seen Kitty in 2 years now.
Well, the hack. I mean,
yeah,
which I'm excited to hear what you think, but it really kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. It's just, and I'm not saying it was his fault. I have no idea. I'm just saying it's like it it was very odd. That whole thing was just slightly strange, with the after hours activity too. So, kind of a weird twist in the latest timeline.
Yeah, it sure was. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the stream here. I feel like, oh, okay. I'm behind on my end, but I'm not sharing the screen. Struggling with the sharing today. Trying to get.
You're getting older, Fitzy. The technology is leaving you in the dust.
Bro, I've done so good up until this point. I struggled immediately. Let me see. It's twice now. It's stopped sharing for me. So, okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Just looking at a picture of nothing and talking. So, I was trying to find your 425, but 2193, by the way, GameStop is trading right now. We're up 0.6%. SPY is up 7.75. So, like, I guess the news is the war's over again. I don't know, dude. It's so hard for me to keep up on that stuff nowadays, but I'm pretty well. There was, I thought last night it was going to get hot, but now it's not again. So
it's funny to me how like everyone's like a geopolitical expert now. It's like, yeah, ask me tomorrow, right? It's going to be totally something different. But yeah, I wanted to ask you what you thought about the Roaring Kitty hack and the after hours 5, 6, 7, 8% run, and then slam down and that down ever since. It's just odd.
I think it was fucking wild. I think the timing of it was wild. I think I know what it was. I was putting on my YouTube. I was trying to go to Roaring Kitty. I think that the fact that the company put out that info at the same exact time was pretty fucking crazy too. The 1.5 billion shares happening at that moment, I don't know. That was all really weird to me. The fact that he didn't change his profile picture back, I don't know. So do you think he has the account back now?
I would assume so. But I said this on a video I made this morning. Like it would have maybe been nice just to have a follow-up post being like, everything's cool, little hack there, moving on. Didn't need to comment on the stock or anything like that. I just, it was very, very weird. Very, very weird timing.
So you think it was him?
No. Oh my gosh. No.
No. Okay.
No. I just mean like, oh my heavens, no.
Yeah.
I just mean like, it would have been nice kind of if he did get the account back and it was a hack, just to be like, disregard, was hacked. Move on. Wait another 5 years, wait another decade and century.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's got a very specific plan. I think anything he does, if he talks at all, like you saw what happened, the hack shot us up to like 27 or something like that. It made every single like shit coin out there or meme coin out there like go bonkers. That the Roaring Kitty RKC, I think is the name of it. That thing got that dude, whoever launched that thing, made millions of dollars. All just off
it's
of
so
like,
sad, man.
Yeah,
so sad.
Yeah, it is. All off of just like a little quick hack. So like if he comes back and starts talking, and I feel like this about with the barking puppy stuff too, is like a lot of people were saying like, well, it's got to be legit because he hasn't come back to tell us that it's not legit with his brother, and like that. I think that's not like,
dude, I can't even go down that road. I mean,
we won't.
That's so far out in left field. And
it's gotten wild. That whole shit got wild. He's out on his shit now too. He had a rough weekend. He got taken away again last night.
Yeah, I know. I don't keep up with that. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're all
comment
right,
on that stuff.
You're all right. So I mean, back to the kitty stuff though. That's I think that's kind of like whatever his plan is, because I fully believe he has a plan on what he wants to do. He can't.
Or like he's just waiting, maybe like everybody else. Maybe he truly is just waiting.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the plan.
I mean, it's hard to be displeased with anything that Ryan Cohen's done over the past couple years. I guess since Roaring Kitties came back, there was one capital raise that was a little odd. I think September 2024, but
that one was weird, bro.
It was. I mean, not that now in hindsight it looks fine, but at the time I think that one was a little strange. But everything since that and really in totality has been really good, I think, for the company to even put them in a position where we're talking about acquiring a $50 billion market cap company in eBay. I mean, it's I'm not going to speak for Roaring Kitty or pretend to. I just me myself, like I'm very satisfied with how these events have transpired in this kind of period of waiting, so to speak.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Like it's been so from when we were at 995 in April 2024, Kitty comes back. From that point on, I mean, honestly, you can probably trace it back to when RC in 2023 took over as a CEO. Not for long. We had the big sell off, but from when Kitty came back at that bottom, it's just been amazing. Like he's done. It's only 2 years. Like this company was on the way to bankruptcy and like not looking great. And even in April 2024, we had $1 billion, but we're at $9.95, and there was nothing getting us out of that. Like they were having their way with us, kind of like they are now, but up at 25 instead. And from that point, we're up to $9 billion. The company is crazy profitable. Like we made almost 300 million on our eBay trade just in the quarter. That's fucking wild. Like setting records for profitability in 2 years, 3 years as a CEO. There's a lot of people out there talking about how, oh, do something, I'm tired of this. And I understand trading at 25 for basically a year, probably more now, a little bit more than a year since the last bond. I get it.
I mean, I get that, because it's been like, how short-lived is time over 25 with this ticker?
It's never.
I mean,
it's never.
Like,
bro.
I mean, we were talking maybe 5-10 trading days. Like, and then that's it. And then it doesn't come again for like 3 months. And so that I mean, I get why people get frustrated, but
oh yeah, it's hard.
But to me, like that same crowd then is not really maybe here for the turnaround necessarily, and they're maybe looking for, I'm just guessing, maybe something more along the lines of May of 2024 or January of 2021, which is fine. But I think like when you're looking at fundamentals, like this company is extremely, extremely attractive now compared to 2021, when it truly was like at risk of going out of business. If they would have had bad actors running that thing, they could have easily driven that ship into the ocean. So
yeah. Those they probably are playing calls, like the ones that are frustrated, because you can't really play for a squeeze anymore. If you're playing GameStop for a squeeze at this point, like where have you been the last 5-6 years? I mean, we get our quarterly runs, but you're basically playing for Kitty to come back, and he's not. At some point you got to move on from that. So I still want him to come back, don't get me wrong, but like on my list of catalysts, like Kitty's in the complete and absolute hopium, right? Like we got.
I mean, Michael Burry will probably be back again. Guy can't seem to get enough here of buying and exiting early. So he's probably going to come back again for a third time before the cap. But yeah, that's definitely an intrigue of mine, or at least, maybe finding out a little bit more of the story or his timeline, if that emoji timeline's even still accurate. I know people still like on Super Stonk reference it and stuff, but it's really just RC's show at this point. And the thing I'm most intrigued by now that, and I don't want to say the company's on autopilot, because it takes incredible effort and work to get the business to where they got it. And not just Ryan Cohen too, like obviously other leadership at GameStop has been working tremendously hard, but the authorized share buyback is kind of like this wrench in the gears. I wasn't really expecting that. Like maybe if the stock was trading at like $10, I would have thought, okay, yeah, sure, go for it. But this is another wild card, I think, at GameStop, can really keep in their cap, like a feather in their cap, is just kind of use it at any moment. And that to me is like another just great tool to feel good as a shareholder.
That was awesome. That was completely unexpected. I feel like that was the headline news. I mean, the amazing earnings was the headline news, but the buyback, I not only was like not expecting it, I was like talking it down, because there's a lot. It's a big conversation topic. Like that was something Burry was big on back in like 2019. It's something Burry's talked about with other companies a lot. And then there's been a lot of conversation about buybacks in the GameStop community. A lot of it. And every single time I was like, he's not going to do that. We're adding shares. We're selling shares right now. We're not taking them off. But like, I think how, like we were talking about a little bit last night. So the average sale from 2024, even that weird 20 million one, was about like 24.75. So anything, and you know, honestly, if it'll propel us over 32, anything under that will be beneficial, because then we'll start making our money at $32. But under 24.75, I think it's very much considered a win just from those raises. If we can buy shares back cheaper than that, I think. So,
well, and you mentioned earlier, like the $9-ish price range that GameStop was bottoming in before Roaring Kitty came back publicly. Like, it's funny because now, and I would never be like, oh, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. You know, tomorrow it could be $15. I mean, who knows? But like, it really is interesting how we keep coming back to the high 20s, low 21s, 22-ish. And I don't know if the company even factors that in their mind at all, but is this kind of the $9 of 2024? And if it is, then the company's in tremendous shape, you know, compared to back then even. And that's not that long ago. If you're just looking at an equity, like it's not a very long time frame. So like that's ultimately really good news and super intriguing too, to see if they do press that button.
Yeah, it's like $19.95 now, right? Like, what did we get down to? The low of, sorry, I put up the option chain right now. Call selling again today, by the way. I think it's like it's only 200,000. Not too bad. Not too bad on the call selling, but
yeah, but the IV is just like, I mean, they siphon it out so quick,
bro. It's down again today.
It's really a shame, and it's, you know, it's not that like, oh, you know, calls this and that, but it's more like, it's not even emblematic of what the company's doing. It's so decoupled. It's like, I get the frustration.
Oh, the call selling drives me nuts, especially because it's like, it's their move now. Like, we don't really, I mean, we see some shares being borrowed, but like if it goes to our lend pool, that's like last ditch effort. But you know, even since we had the warrants in October, once we got those issued, that was the same shit that we dealt with all the way to January. It was just call selling the whole way. It's definitely how they manipulate us. That and whatever the fuck's going on with XRT, and then, you know, Burry fudding us at the top in May.
That was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, that guy, like, he is completely tarnished what was left of his reputation. I now, granted, he's been yelling the sky's falling for, you know, the past 15 years, and it hasn't fallen. So, he looks like a total buffoon here in this saga.
Yeah, that was fucking annoying. It almost felt like manipulation to me. Like, what's he? Well, yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like say for sure, but I mean, you have to question it, right? Like the timing of all that, really odd.
Yeah, really fucking frustrating too, because like that was probably the most hype we've had in a year, maybe. I mean,
and his initial write up of like what happened in 2021. By the way, when he was sitting on the sideline watching, because he had sold early again then, but it was total fan fiction. It was like, right. You know, people bought calls. It's like, no kidding, dude. Like, you're charging $395 a year for that.
Yeah, that's yeah. Is that how much it is now?
It was fucking, something like that.
Yeah, he made a bunch of money, and he's like, I don't know, he's like all over the place. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, but he's like, you know, first off, shitting on the short thesis. I don't know, if you just look at the chart and even Kitty's move, like maybe it's not like in short interest now, but there's something going on there. The Kitty squeeze every quarterly run we have, to just come out and be like, there's no weird hidden short position.
Or he also is like, don't worry about the swaps and, you know,
like, all that. Yeah.
Well, like, you're basically then just saying like retail's too stupid to try and dig into any of this, which is like incredibly offensive.
Yeah. It was weird too, because like I mean, he's not stupid. I would assume. So you look at the chart, you can see, but yeah, he fudded us at our high that we've gotten. Only other time was in October when they did it to us too, was with the warrants, but that was it. He stepped in, same exact fucking situation, man. Sold off. I hope we're done selling off.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, there are like, I'm excited for the shareholders meeting, obviously. I know in the past they've kind of been nothing burgers, so it's not like I'm like, oh, dude, I can't wait. Like, I can't wait. Like not like that. But I am excited because there's actually a lot going on now. And Ryan Cohen's been extremely media friendly the last like 5 months. He's done a ton of interviews. So I'm looking forward just to learning more, seeing what's going on. If they really, I mean, they keep buying eBay, so I don't know why that would stop.
No, that's gonna keep going. Real quick, what's up, Magnificent? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Hakuna, your tatas. it's a good username. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, eBay. eBay is pretty awesome. You're fired up about it. I think we're all fired up about it. But I don't know. I don't think I've heard how do you feel about it? Like what are your thoughts on the eBay trade?
I mean, there's definitely bull and bear. It's not like, oh, dude, sweet man, like stock go up. It's not necessarily like that. I think to acquire a company with leverage and debt is not a perfect science, but GameStop also is a $10 billion market cap company that's trying to acquire a $50 billion market cap company, like 50 billion. Like, so it doesn't, you have to do it if you want to do it. So I can get past that. And ultimately it just, for me, it comes down to Ryan Cohen. Do I believe that he is better positioned as an e-commerce savant than someone else to take eBay and make it more along the lines of an Amazon competitor? Yeah, I would bet on that, and I have bet on that, right? Before they were even in talks to acquire eBay. So definitely bullish. I think that there's going to be potential growing pains if there are more shares issued. But, this whole cycle that GME has been in the past however many years now, if you want that to come to an end, or you think that there's a better chance it will by going after eBay, a company like that can really even further grow, I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think it's a perfect match. Like eBay, PSA, Power Packs, collecting. I think it was like 41% of the revenue this year. I mean, I don't know. I was going to bring up the revenue part of it, but like, because we made like 100 million more than 2025, which is just fucking wild with us shutting down all those stores.
Yeah, the synergy exists obviously with collectibles, but I think that even the kind of tin foilers over the last however many years too, like they've all been kind of saying, like with the Teddy thing or whatever it was, I never got too far into it, but like that Ryan Cohen basically wanted to build an Amazon competitor. And that's what his initial idea was with the bath towel ticker, right? Like that's what they were speculating. It's so funny because that's basically potentially what's happening right now with him going after eBay. And eBay could be an Amazon competitor. Like I made a point this morning on my show that like you buy your paper towels, if you get them on Amazon, like who's to say that eBay couldn't expand into like those, subscription payment services too, and like products like that. Like it could truly be that. And it's kind of fun. Not that those people have been like right on the nose this whole time, but certainly like if they could see it coming, like other people could too. The only people that can't are people obviously like institutions that the stock is just stuck in the mud and there's no influence on it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. The Teddy stuff. I mean, so there's things you got to know is that like RC wrote those books. The site is the teddy.com site. By the way, which went down? And then they took it off.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like login, credential, and then, so
they took it off Shopify too. It got co-opted. It became a centerpiece of the butterfly tin, their whole theory, and how they can reemerge. So like the rest of us kind of don't really touch it so much anymore, but it's legit. He wrote those books. I would definitely like to go through those things with like a tinfoil eye, because you can't look at his Twitter and think he doesn't try to communicate one way or another with us. Like there's no way. Like even just his shit tweet, the poop tweet that we got, like he told us that we were about to get dumped on like right before it happened too. So
I mean, I think even with him selling stuff on eBay, or the stapler last year. I mean, he kind of telegraphed that one in advance.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's
That's a good
just,
point.
but again, you can't, like, I think there's a difference between like thinking that and then like putting all your stock in or putting all your eggs in that basket.
It's
Like,
hard.
dude, like he's talking to us, Like,
yeah, no. Well, I mean, he
like,
did it with Sailor too.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. That's another good one. I'm very cautious with that stuff because I think that's, the influence on this stock is obviously far greater than even the company performing well, which is like head scratching. So
yeah, don't play tinfoil. That's like for sure. I almost want to make like an intro for that because like it's all fun and games, but if you start making like trades based on tinfoil, you're gonna get smoked because none of it's come true. Like, I mean, we knew the NFT marketplace was coming ahead of time. Like, we know these things are coming, but you're not gonna be able to trade that because you're not gonna be able to time it at all. Really though, it seems like he times it seems like for the cycles.
And I mean, in addition to that, you get a surprise earnings drop a week ago, and the stock ends up going down. So, it's like, okay, whatever. And it's like it's literally their best quarter one ever.
Yeah. Exactly. So there's no rhyme or reason. We're definitely not in control of the price. The price is definitely fake. But yeah, no, the Teddy Tin's good. Just only because like he's made, I don't know if he has, I don't know, maybe not. GMerica, like that all kind of fits into that thing too, which is that it's kind of like a marketplace type of thing, and eBay would fall right into that. So yeah, I don't know.
I think it's like that's why I kind of tip my hat to that crowd because like they really were following what he wanted to do, and it's come true. I mean, I don't think anything is happening with that other ticker. Obviously, I never have, but the idea is there, and it's an insane value proposition for GME shareholders because Ryan Cohen's already unlocked value from a retailer in which he never really had experience doing. Now you're talking about e-commerce, getting back into e-commerce, which that's his bread and butter. It's extremely intriguing.
Yeah, you're right. Those interviews kind of laid it out too. He's done really well with GameStop, and that's not his forte. So, by the way, GME high of day. Let's fucking go.
I see. It's getting close to this little trend line.
Yeah,
at least I've got the 15-minute on. It looks like it could go. It just needs volume, man. It needs volume.
Yeah. My trend line, I just move around. It's my little fucking top and bottom trends. I'm always looking for the falling wedge. Like that's my shit right there. But so I'll force one of those in. But yeah, high day 2205. Fuck 21. I see you, magnificent. But like you really can't fuck 21 until you're like at 2275. It's kind of
it's so funny how inconsequential this range is up until like 2350. Like it's just it doesn't like I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it's very inconsequential.
Yeah.
And that's another 8%, 7% up from where we are now, and that really is not a price that even really matters in the grand scheme of it.
Yeah. So like. There's some news that could come out this week. So I think the 10Q, the 10Q, I think we can get by the 11th at the latest. It'll be 40 days after earning or after the end of the quarter, which was May 2nd. So I think that's the 11th is the latest we can get the 10Q. But I also think that RC cannot buy until that 10Q comes out. We were talking about that a little bit last night too. So, but we do have some stuff that could send us this week. Mainly like that 10Q coming out and then there being like some really nice power pack numbers for 2 weeks.
Do you think Ryan Cohen would buy?
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say is like once the 10Q comes, I do think he would buy. I think right now I think it's perfect.
Buy to influence the shareholder vote?
I think he wants to do that. I think he wants the price to pump. I think he wants his packages to pass. You know what I mean? Like he wants all that shit. So and I think he wants $32 so we can make another 1.9 billion. So I think, and maybe he wants all that by July 7th. That's the good stuff right there. Like,
stranger things have happened than that for sure.
Yeah. So if he goes on a tear, a real one, like, you saw what happened in January, he pumped it then. And we had, let's see, it was a pretty good move January too. Where we at? Yeah, just that was Burry was in on that shit too. All that stuff, man. Like fucking, but we had like a 25% move almost in January. Probably more than that because the low was the first of the year. 28% from the low to February 2nd.
I mean, I'm looking at the June OPEX right now, and there is 27,000 calls at 25, and there's 64,000 calls at 30, and 32,000 at 50, which is, a pipe dream that, wouldn't hang my hat on that one. But that, that we'll have to see the next couple weeks, because the weird one to me was April OPEX when Burry was, oh, this is the best. He's the next Buffett, before he sells the bank. But that even getting over like $24 was super significant with the Bondi legend, which I believe
I heard
is
about that.
slated another around July 2 to 11, I think, roughly. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. But man, point being on June OPEX, like that seems like a situation they'd probably like to avoid.
Bro, yeah. So like I hate OPEX, right? Like I fucking hate OPEX. That's the worst week I feel like always. So every week I go into the third week of the month, I'll usually be like, oh, it's probably gonna be flat. We're probably gonna hit max pain. I usually shit on that week. And April proved me way wrong. But you know what was significant about that? I feel like you might know. What caused that run? What I think caused that run?
The Bondi legend?
No, XRT coming off a Reg SHO, man.
Oh, yeah, no, yes, but this is old news. This is
XRT
not,
T3, baby.
This is not a new phenomenon. I think the Bondi legend as well is a fascinating timing where the shareholder meeting is, and the fact that they pushed it back too is also of note to me.
Yeah, what, the meeting? Okay, so you're I hear you.
I mean, I'm not XRT. The problem with this, and I share your sentiment when it comes off, yippee, but they've had it on for hundreds of trading days consecutively before. So
you can't
just
play.
Want to be cautious.
What you play is when it comes off. Like that's the only thing you can count on. So when XRT comes off Reg SHO, because it's on there now, when it comes off a Reg SHO, that T3, like 100% of the time is going to catch a bid. I have them marked off too. It's like 42%. Well, it's just 14. 30%. It was 19% in April. I think maybe Electric probably a little better. And then in February we had one too. We had it in September, like before, right when
that one was pretty obvious. I mean, they literally cleaned it all up, and then earnings was a week later, and
and then just gone. It's for us, 20% nowadays is like fucking banger.
So, dude, the definition of like a move is so different now.
Yeah. If we get a 20%,
if we had like a 4% day, it would be crazy.
Yeah, you make money too. Well, IVSO though, it's still going down too. By the way, you're just saying something about that. So that's a catalyst that I'm watching. We'll get a heads up on that one. But I know you watch the XRT stuff pretty closely, so
I'm intrigued. I mean, definitely hopeful of that. It's funny though, because the fundamentals are so much better. So it's like I'm just, it's like so much easier to hold on to that now than being hyper obsessed about the mechanics, which I obviously am, and I'm never going to stop. But
yeah, it's hard not to.
It's a good position to be in. It's a better position to be in.
Yeah, for sure. No, I still like the mechanics, the cycles, what's going on with the option chain, because it's all manipulation. Like all that shit they're doing just to keep us in line for whatever reason. I don't know though. I mean, there's a lot of bond shit happening nowadays.
Well, if you just told me that IV would be near record lows shortly after and or before GME posts its best quarter one in history and is in the process of attempting to acquire a behemoth company, I would laugh in your face and say you're crazy.
From when, like,
but that's where we
2020
are. That's
Yeah, I
literally
know.
what's happening.
If you would have told me that in like any point before 2024, well, I don't know. I was pretty deep on like, so 2021, I anything was possible, even 2022 because of the marketplace. But 2023 to 2024 is real sobering. So
I
from
mean,
that
June of 2022 was interesting.
June of 22,
Yeah.
why? What's that?
Well, there was just, you're talking like that was extreme volatility as well.
Oh yeah, 22 was great. Both okay, yeah. Well, that was so June, July, and August was the Bed Bath and Beyond stuff for RC.
Like there was some major swings, like
Oh yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, that's where my rocket is, because that's what I thought.
And like I remember, like May it started to really pop, and then a deep retracement, and then it kind of coiled up, and then just like by the end of summer, it just shot up. I mean,
bro, 2022 was great. It was the NFT marketplace. RC pumped that March run, that March Q, 20 or the year end earnings hard, and like he announced the split. Like that was the only time he ever pumped it, and it ran like fucking gangbusters. I'm not the only time. I think he pumped us in January too. This most recent one, 164% in March 2022. That was the NFT news. Pretty good earnings. RC bought. RC announced the splivvy, and then they sold us all the way back down. May and June, like you're saying, yeah, it's another. It's like I'm in on cycles at this point. Like they're just consistent as fuck. You can get rugged if you don't time it right. But
this one, okay, if you fast forward to present day, this one to me in June is hilarious because it looks the exact same. If you start about like May 4, right? Like right around when XRT goes on Reg SHO, just straight slam down, brief blip, straight slam down. Then you have a surprise earnings. You get that big pop over the moving averages and you slam right back down. It's the same exact thing as spring of 2025. These same exact patterns, same XRT on Reg SHO. You get the brief earnings blip. Back then they did a bond offering, but I guarantee you, no bond offering, that thing slams down regardless. So it's like,
yeah, history
right. Rhymes. Does it repeat? Maybe not, but this is eerily similar to that point in last year. Eerily similar.
Yeah, just not the that bond offering. It was the Bitcoin announcement rug, still the first company, I think.
Well, the Bitcoin announcement rug was hilarious because the stock was already up at like $37 in pre-market. They sold it off before any of that. And then when they announced it, it was a dump, like another massive, massive dump right before that second bond offering. So, just like the timing of these things is really funny.
Yeah, that was an OPEX settlement run for that May. I got rugged pretty hard then. I did well, but that was probably our last real good fucking move.
Agree. And that was nice because like even when XRT was on Reg SHO, the price from April 1-ish to the end of April, like that was still a 30% run, wick to wick. And then they pull it off Reg SHO and then GME goes another 40%. So like that was nice. Like that was a nice extension. And that's kind of when, it's like earnings per share started really getting nice and green. But mechanically it's different now. Like there's a lot, and I know shares authorized, whatever, but there's a lot more parts moving around now.
There's a whole lot
than
more
there were back then.
Yeah, you just see like even with the bond stuff, like you'll see these trades come through. Dark pool trades will show up. I think I don't know. We see,
and with the warrants too. I mean, that whole options chain, dude, it's just a mess.
It's ugly
a mess.
Like
and I can't say that I know enough mechanically about that, but I'm sure if I had to guess, I'm sure that's not helping things at strategic times either.
No. Well, you can see, I put up the last 30 days on the screen right now. You can see when the Burry FUD happened. That was our peak. That was our last, like, until just like the earnings stuff. That was our last positive day of net call premium.
And then it's horrifying, isn't it?
And then it just was fucking so bad, bro. 3 million, like, and it was the whole month of May. And then they're doing it again. I mean, we're back negative again today. It's the move now. Like fucking, it's a mixture of that. We have a whole bunch of retail shareholders out there that have seen us top at 25 over and over again. I feel like we got a whole bunch of people calling 17 or whatever it is. So like retail.
Oh, they've been here. Those people have been around for a while too.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, oh my gosh, it's like, dude, it's so funny. It's like as soon as GME touches like $20 or so quick, 17, next day GME's at like 23.50, and you don't hear from those people again for another 3 months. So
yeah, no, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Like
I mean, it could. Like if you want to talk about macro, and being geopolitical, I mean, that could flip even worse and whatever. So I don't want to say that couldn't happen. It's just I think that crowd is similar to the crowd that is like, oh, RC hasn't done anything for the company. Like, I'm not voting for that. So it's kind of run in the same group there.
Yeah, same people. Just looking at the chain, not much happening.
There's nothing, dude. I mean, like. It's so interesting. Premium is gone, and when you think about like the timing of all of this, or like GME has never looked better, and yet people don't want to touch options with a 10-foot pole. So.
Well, yeah, because they can. Like for me, even like right now, it would feel like a leap would be an amazing idea. It's super cheap. IV is 38.9 right now. We're down 3 points of the day. We got IV. We're still, I guess, getting IV crush from earnings, the surprise earnings that IV didn't run on.
I mean, it could be, but at the same time, then they could issue a ton of stock to do a deal, which like is probably pro positive long term for shareholders, but could just destroy what's left of IV too. So I get it, but it's definitely now I feel it's more of like a bit of a, I don't want to say a psyop, but like
it may, yeah.
After that report, man, like the fact that IV is still this low is hilarious.
I agree. I'm trying to see what's up with those. We had some pretty cool trades. IV is hilarious. It's fucking. Anyways, yeah. What I was trying to say is like you would think a leap would be a good play. We got all this cool shit happening. We have all these potential catalysts, not even named Roaring Kitty, and I still don't. I'm just gonna wait. Like that's where I am. Like it's.
So it's interesting. So October 16, 2026. 32 strike calls are selling for 78 cents a contract right now.
Oh wow.
That's
yeah,
and so think about warrants. Think about warrants that are $3.28. I mean, talk about a total mispricing. And granted, okay, you get another 2 weeks there from the warrants, but is 2 weeks worth $3 on GME? Absolutely not.
No, that's crazy. I didn't
Isn't
realize
that nuts?
I didn't realize it was that different. I knew it was getting pretty far apart, but
that just shows how much they've killed this chain.
Wow, there's a way. There's got to be a way to like play that.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's extreme high risk. I just thought that price discrepancy was really drastic. Like it's interesting. Like if we kind of talked about Keith Gill earlier and this and that, but like if someone with extreme knowledge of options and deep pockets, like this is a very dangerous game, I think, to play. And I'm not saying anyone's playing a game, but it's a very dangerous price for them to even like that chain in particular. Someone could blow that up easily.
Yes.
But there's just not an appetite, I guess, for anyone to do that.
No, I guess not.
I mean, those were trading at, this is crazy. On May 1st, that same strike in expiry was trading at $2.44 a contract. They're at 79 cents today.
Yeah, they're crushing
that
shit,
is terrifying.
It is terrifying. GME high day 22.
And what's happened? Seriously, ask yourself, what's happened to GME in that span? It's, if anything, like we are reassured that this business is like tremendous, and growing.
Yeah, you're right.
For
yeah.
So
I think we're coming up on your time. Anything before you want to get out of here?
No, just good to catch up. And I think I'm really trying not to use the phrase decades and centuries again.
Yeah.
But it like in these moments, it feels that way. And then 2 weeks later, when you're above $28, it feels a lot different. So I think I've just Not that I think that's going to happen, but just how quickly things can change, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. It's been a while. We'll have to.
Yeah,
I know
good to catch up, Fitzy.
Yeah, you're a busy dude, but I've been doing these streams on Mondays, so we'll have to have you pop in another time.
Oh, definitely. Looking forward to it, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna go to 2209, guys. Looking pretty good. Up 1.33%, 1.7 million. Let's call it 1.74 million on the day. Let's fucking go. All right, everyone. I appreciate you coming out. I'm gonna. So the show will be published probably in the next 2 days, probably on Wednesday. I got the next couple of days off. My wife's out of town. I'm gonna be hanging out with the girls here because they're on summer vacation too. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I'm going to get the episode out. I'll put last night's with Bartok, which was really awesome, together with today's and Reese, and we'll have a nice little episode. It'll be out on Spotify. Chart's looking good, y'all. Fucking 2209. Let's fucking go. What's the option chain looking like? Nothing happening. All right. That's good. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you very much. Let's fucking go GameStop. Bye.
You can't stop what's coming.